Okay.
He's playing Finn.
What?
Yeah, it's sword axe coming out from Use. This is a very, I mean, if there's one thing I'm expecting from Use, it is to find an answer to the unique situation that his region's meta is in, right? And this is a pick, even as far as Brawlhalla Esports go, there's only really been 2 players that even bother with this character.
Yeah.
It was like Daiku and Pugsy. That's it. As far as how Jala, because Finn's epic crossover for Jala, there's a huge risk when picking this character. And it's the exact opposite of Queen Nai. That is your survivability, right?
Yeah, but the more I think about it, the more I think it starts to make sense, despite the fact that we just watched Use lose the first stock.
Yeah.
But Use plays Jaeyun, right? And like I've seen him play Great Swords bad matchups with Jaeyun, and the answer for those matchups is you play sword instead.
Play the sword, yeah.
And so it's like I know he has a sword, and so because the region seems to think that axe is the bee's knees right now, keep the sword, grab the axe.
It all makes a lot of sense, except for the fact that sometimes you get that perfect weapon combination in a legend, and you look at the stats and you go, man, Jiro, why do you have so much dexterity? Right? Like,
it is true.
That's just the thing. And in this case, Jala having the low defense makes her not the craziest go-to pick in doubles.
Yeah, especially in a meta that, I mean, as you see,
nice
like
save.
Saturated with Kayas, you know, it's
my goodness, don't remind me.
Hard to find the KOs. Granted, Jala def hits hard enough to kind of counteract that a bit, but still a tough time.
Yeah, you got Kaya Onyx right here. It doesn't
Kaya,
really
Onyx,
get
Ulgrim's,
tankier than
like,
this.
Just thick boys all around.
Yeah, and then meanwhile, Use over here getting down aired 3 times.
Yeah,
just gone. Oh, he's struggling. Blue team's keeping the lead here for a while. Power had some really good saves. There were moments where I thought that Use was just all but done for, and then he falls in with the side air, saves his teammate, but Use already taking a lot of damage on this last stock, and Kyna still has a few more hits in him before he gets knocked out, and the cannon's doing work. Look at that. D-Light in air, D-Light down air. So much damage going on to both opponents.
Yeah, and it's like you get tagged as Jala, and you just feel it. There are other characters where you don't really feel the blow, but Jala always feels it. So now Use pretty much at a point now where, like, at last stock point, get hit by a Sig here, and that's going to be it.
Kyna has taken extra credit to a whole new level on this stock. I think he's just going to win the game with it. Weapon throw comes forward. Use has no dodge. There's the pogo. Good patience from Flores. I also would have called out a ground pound there, and he was just waiting for that last option, because I think Use used that dodge to avoid the avoid everything else. Okay, Flores. What?
Oh,
that bait was crazy.
Okay.
D-like ground pound. That's it. Yep. Wow. That was pretty methodical coming out from Kyna and Flores. And looking at the damage deficit for, my goodness, you put Use and Power's damage together and you get one player on the blue team.
Oh, yeah, that's not great. And Use, I mean, did more damage, which, like, I guess you expect Jala
I did not
to
expect that.
To some degree.
Considering how quickly Use was removed from the screen.
I guess he was swinging for getting hit on, but I mean, I feel like what's more alarming is an Ulgrim doing 234, because Ulgrim has high force, high defense, pretty high speed as well, honestly lacking the dex department, but has like an A in every other category.
You know who else has an A in every other category?
Onyx, Kaya.
Taros.
That too. Yeah,
looking at Taros. Actually, looking at the stats between Taros and Ulgrim, it's the same character, really, when you think about it. A little more power behind those attacks. And this is well, we've gone full meta. Yeah. It's just like Use like looking at everything that's happening on the screen. It's kind of like this is what it comes to.
And why do you think this is? Maybe it's because Rocket Lance became super popular.
That is literally why. I really do think that's the case.
But I felt like blasters were super popular for a while, but I guess blasters fell out of meta even though they got like barely nerfed.
Nobody in South America
that is true.
Really plays blasters like the way Luna or Knees does, right? We don't really have like that Lucian main and SA when I think about it.
We don't got like a...
And also blasters aren't as like, you kind of have had to have been doing it for a while, I feel like. Sometimes you see somebody like, you see like the Acno blasters or the Godly blasters, and you're like, okay. Sometimes you get your D-Light recovery, but you're not fooling anyone. You're not a Blasters main. But using Power with this double axe team composition, doing pretty well for themselves.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? I mean, this has been the tried and true twos meta pick for a long time, and I'm sure it'll work just fine here as the stocks are even, but everyone has 2 now instead of 3, and Laura's getting a nice little extension off of that. Friendly fire coming into full effect.
Oh, and Kyna on the cannon, looking fantastic. Sarah to down air. I like Kyna's follow-ups a lot on Onyx. Well, I've watched the best to do it on Onyx, thinking of like experience and Snowy and so on. The difference that I'm seeing with Kyna as Loras goes down there is huge. The difference I'm seeing with Kyna compared to them is that Kyna extends his neutral wins a lot longer than everybody else, where they might go for what's guaranteed and go back, and then Kyna's just going an extra mile.
Because you always see like maybe like a cannon 3-4 piece and then immediate side airs back to the stage.
Yeah.
Kyna likes to kind of go for like a soft push and then see what else I can get.
Yeah, I'm liking the playstyle a lot. Power and Use, however, responding pretty well. Love the movement coming out from Use. Goes one way, hits a Sarah, goes the other way, puts Kyna off the side of the stage. Lores gets that knockout on the Power. Use goes down that dare side air. Yes, he does. Very small lead for the blue team once again after being behind for most of the game, too.
All right. So here we go. Power and Use still trying to remain relevant here. They managed to send Kyna down to the final stock, but still, you know, it's going to be a close game.
Oh,
Use.
Yeah, that puts out the Ensig. A lot of craziness happening there. Manages to make it back. Recovery comes through, and Loras just gets out of the way. That side air, that hurt. That hit both of them stacked there.
Juicy damage on that. Another Nair hits both yet again.
Oh,
the 2-for-1s are not in their favor right now.
Yeah, small lead. Gets the Nair once again. Downlight, sidelight recovery. That's huge. Kyna keeping Use on his toes. Loras gets the ground pound. I don't think Power can make it back, and that's going to be a double edge guard there for the blue team. Double knockout for Lores. And a great comeback from what was... Oh, whoa. Was that 244? Who had that? I saw 244 damage, and then we got right on the stage striking. Either way, someone on the red team. I think it was the Ogre again.
Power, probably, right?
Yeah. We noticed that in the previous game too, where it was like, oh, you're on Ogrim and you're doing. Oh, it was Loras.
It was Loras. Okay.
Okay,
never mind. No, I'll roast. I mean, no. I saw that. That was still like 2. Yeah. That was.
Wait, that says 244 power.
Yeah, that's 244. You know.
Why did production say Loras?
Because capping is not exclusive, I suppose. Anyone can cap. Anyone can lie.
I swear this happens at least once a weekend. It's okay. Back to this game. 2-0. He's laughing in the background.
Like, yeah. Let's tilt them. Here we go.
Look at all these sidelight airs.
Yeah,
love seeing that.
Oh, man. Bang, bang. Oh, bang, bang, bang,
Neutral
bang.
Sig is just like a sidelight nair if it's spiked.
It really is.
It's so brutal to get hit by. And in doubles, so much easier to get through. Power and Use actually... it looks like their answer to going down 0-2 is a lot of aggression. This has been
a lot of aggression. Says Power, throw the rocket lance away and just take the axe route, and let's just do this like it's like, I don't know, doubles in 2021 and 2020 and probably 2019 and probably 2018. Yeah.
You look up Olgrim's release date and you add 3 months, and that was everything until now.
Whenever M for Mini first hopped on the scene.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh. He uses that one Olgrim skin that's like the night mask. Oh my goodness! No one's ever used it since him.
It's true, actually.
Oh, and he didn't go for the alley-oop there. I thought Kyna was going to gravity cancel sidelight off of that D-light side air. That's it. Man, Loras' down airs are actually the best that I've ever seen from Spear players. I think so. He's hit so many of those edge guards where it's off of like a side air attempt at a recovery with Lance or a dodge in or something, and he does it in the situations where it's like, we were talking about that in game 1 where we were like, oh, sure, the ground pound's there. No, he waits out for that last jump, and then he down airs like almost a reaction to the impulse of the jump, and then he gets the knockout. He just did it again on the left side. He's so accurate with it. I see a lot of like Spear players just like downer, and the fourth one hits, but he's just like, once it's out, it's laser accuracy.
Yeah, I feel like he just tends to be more patient than a lot of other Spear players, because even in that scenario where we're looking at from game 1, the only option that could have happened was an axe recovery, and if you just ground pound there, you know he doesn't have dodge, you can just hit him anyway. But I think we're just like, oh, I can pick a safer option where I don't have the possibility of trading.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I viewed that, and he seems to just like to wait and bait And there we go. A nice side air coming out from Yuz with that hammer.
And despite me hailing Loris's down air prowess there, he's looking hurt here in game number 3. Let's see. He's flying around, staying out of harm's way. Gets the alley-oop. Nice job. Team combo. D-Light recovery. Let's see if they get Yuz as well. Never mind. That side sig will knock you out at yellow.
Yeah, I'm actually extremely happy to see that. I've seen Kaya survive way too much today, and watching Kaya lose a stock at light orange is
like Acno, Blue, and Simple all playing it, and then
yeah.
It's one of those days, right? Impala, like it took a few seasonals, right? It took 3 seasonals after BCX, but everybody realized that Impala was onto something.
Yeah.
Right? Like it took a bit.
And it's like they all hopped onto it after Impala already got it nerfed. Anyway, Power and Yuz managed to get a game.
They do get a game, and it was pretty convincing. And they opened up game 1 with some amazing team combos off of the double axe, and then you started to get a little signature happy, and they all actually just connected, so why not keep going with it? I think we'll probably take Apocalypse and Fortress of Lions off the table here going on forward. Nope, they just voted to go right back. Never mind, I was completely wrong.
Popular pick.
Now, see if production said it was Lores. It would make sense. 284 that time around.
Yeah.
They were just calling out what the next game's down.
It's the script, reading down the page. You know, I get it. Sometimes I lose my spot. You know, I'm not quite dyslexic, but I can jumble my words sometimes when I'm reading on a page.
That makes sense. Yeah, especially the font's small enough.
Oh, yeah. The older you get, 10 size font is...
oh, that should be illegal.
It should be.
Yeah. What would you say your default size font should be?
14.
14?
Yeah.
I like 12, but that's probably because I just haven't gotten old
I can
enough
read
yet, right?
12, but like 14 is like comfortable. 12 means my eyes have to work a little bit.
Ah, I see. It's a good thing that we've got those those new font size changers in Brawlhalla now. You can see the fonts on the name. You can make them bigger now. Check it out in the settings menu. Anyways, back to this. Game 4, 2-1. Kyna and Lores doing pretty well this time around. Yuz did not get an explosive start that he got last time. He's probably going to look for some kind of opening there. Power goes to the ground, but that was, I don't know.
I don't know about that.
The stair drop, though, and the recovery had enough force, much to my surprise. Now Yuz has to run for his life on the second stock because we kind of, Lores have shown that they can team combo to oblivion.
Plan drop, question mark?
No. Maybe?
You never know.
It didn't look really convincing.
It did, but there's no way. There's no shot.
No. Down there comes through.
Okay, we can see, I mean, at this point, Power and Yuz trailing behind by a fair amount.
That was so cool. Did you see that?
What?
Spear downlight into fast fall so that Kyna could take the nair so that he doesn't get interrupted by Kyna.
I did not catch that.
That was crazy. I was like getting ready to call out. Anyways, I interrupted.
No, I mean, no. Who knows, to be honest? Who knows? I was just looking at stock counts.
Oh,
what it
like
was.
Kyna and Laura's, what, still having 6?
Yeah, it's like, I mean, after the way the last game went, I was feeling like a little bit more confident that Power and Yuz were going to like hop in and like really destroy everyone. But hey, they're able to even up the stock count at least, so that's something.
Yeah, but...
Woo, never mind.
Oof, kicked, pick up, side sig, team combo into the down sig, and just like that board swept clean, 4 stocks to 2, and Flambeau at this rate, Yuz and Power need a miracle to stop them from going to the elimination bracket here. It's a good start, but some friendly fire there means that that wasn't the greatest thing you could ask for.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh, D-Light coming out from Power, not too bad as well.
Yeah, getting sandwiched between the blue team there. Finally managed to get out of center stage. Power not in the greatest position. Covering his head with a nair and kind of starts off the cannon string. Gets the pivot dare. That was the right idea, just not the right spacing, and that might be Power stock. Oh, this is a really tough offstage interaction for him right now.
There's Lores with those pogos you keep talking about, just poking, getting that little bit of extra damage in. This was going to be really tough for Power and Yuz. They're just trailing further and further behind. Maybe a YOLO side sig from Teros. That works sometimes around here.
On what weapon?
Weapon throw? On hammer, I was thinking.
He did the weapon throw, but in the wrong direction. Double down sig. Power gets 2 knockouts. Okay, they're still in it. It's tough, but these are like the answer to the 9 and 7 base defense, or is it 8 base defense? I don't remember. I think it's 7. Is a lot of force coming out for the red team here. Let's see if they can get the damage up in time.
Oh, wow. That was a team combo.
It was. It was so
ridiculous.
quick that I almost forgot that it happened, but kind of so fast to react with the down tick there on Onyx.
Okay, no D-Light recovery, recognizing that it's not going to KO. Say, let's just get Power off stage, but he fights his way back. He's moving with these dash landings, picks up that weapon. It's going to be a rocket lance, gets the side air. It's not enough, and the D-Light into the neutral air.
I don't think that the neutral sig nerf is going to be enough, right? Like I'm looking at the trajectory of Onyx throughout the year, and this has been something that Experience has been vocal about on Twitter since BCX, where it's just kind of like, how does this legend keep getting away with it, right? Like every balance patch, she just keeps